Saturday morning, the Experts Program kickoff once again here in year 2021, a brand new year. And a happy new year to one and all, and a happy new year to our tech expert, Luis Alvarez. Luis, welcome back.
Thank you, Mark. I can't believe it. We've been doing this for how many years now? It's 2021.
Well, yeah, because I think we started back in 2007.
Yeah, so
it's amazing.
It's been a long time. We still have more to talk about.
That's right.
The world continues to change, my friend.
You're right about that. So let's talk a little bit about something new called swatting. And the FBI is talking about swatting. They're very concerned about this. First off, tell us, what exactly is swatting as a type of hacking?
Yeah, so swatting is a thing that started a few years ago. It's been around for a while, but the idea is you do a fake call to 911 and get them to send out the SWAT team. And then you record that as kind of a gag or something. And then the SWAT team comes out. They're expecting to respond to a bomb threat or active shooter. And it turns out to be some family having dinner. And it's a big laugh for some people, but it can also be very dangerous because, these cops are showing up expecting to experience some sort of violent event. So they are on a hair trigger. And unfortunately, there's been circumstances that have caused people to get injured and killed when they were surprised by the SWAT team showing up. So in recent history, and especially over the last few months, it's taken on a very high-tech role because now what the people who are doing these pranks are doing is they're hacking into video cameras that are at the sites where they are directing the cops. So imagine if somebody broke into your video camera. Let's say you have a Ring camera or you have some other camera that you got for Christmas and you installed, and now it's videotaping live everything that's going on in your house. And what they do is they call the SWAT team out, they hack into your camera, and then they live stream that event on social media and alert all their followers that, hey, there's going to be a swatting at this on this camera, so pay attention. And so it's become such a problem that even the FBI has sent out a bulletin to law enforcement across the country saying, be aware that there are people out there that are doing these swatting events in order just to garner followers on social media. So don't necessarily expect that every call that you get is going to be legitimate.
Right. But then if you're the police, how do you know if the call is legitimate or not? Because these swatters, I imagine some of them have gotten pretty sophisticated in detailing a fake event. And as time goes on, they are learning what works and what doesn't work. And also with these spoofing services, that allow you to use your telephone but mask the number with another phone number. Yep. For example, you could be in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and decide that you want to call out the SWAT team in Gonzales, California, and you find it's area code 831 and a common prefix is 675, and you go ahead and you spoof a number in that area. Is that kind of how they do it? One of the things that they do?
That's exactly how they do it. There are all these services, online services that let you mask your phone. So when the 911 operator picks it up, they see a local number, so it looks legit. They report an incident at an address that they've already determined that's where the camera is located. And then they just sit back and wait for the SWAT team or, the police officers to show up, and they live stream it and garner more followers that way. So it really is a very dangerous prank. Like I said, there have been people that have been injured, people that have been killed unintentionally because the cops showed up. People react a certain way when all of a sudden people are banging on their door. The reason that this is important for people to understand is that a lot of us got gifts this year that included these cameras and other devices. And it's important that you try to strengthen the security on those things. Don't use your existing, user ID and password. Like a lot of these cameras are broken into because people use their email address and the same password over and over again. And some of those credentials are available on the dark web. So somebody will try it and discover that, oh yeah, I know this guy. I know where he works. Maybe his email address and this password is the same for his cameras. And sure enough, it is. So whatever you do, make sure that you enable the highest level of security that you can on those devices, and that you use unique passwords that are fairly strong, at least 8 to 10 digits, and use a combination of letters and numbers and special characters so that you aren't victimized. Because if they can't get to your camera, then you aren't going to be a victim of swatting.
There's no reason to do the swatting unless you can access the security camera on someone's business or their home. So that's why you want to use like the multi-factor authorization and a really unique password for that. Some great tech security advice to kick off the new year from Luis Alvarez, CEO of the Alvarez Technology Group. Once again, in 2021, like all previous years, the I-Team is available to take care of all of your networking and security needs. It's alvareztg.com on the web, and Luis, the toll-free number for the I-Team.
Give us a call at 866-78-I-TEAM. That's 866-784-8326.